meaning of life? It's a very difficult question to answer because everyone's view on it is different. But at the end of the day, I feel it comes down to one core thing, which is living. And now that might sound really simple and maybe even a little dumb, maybe even a little silly, but just think about it for a second. We are like any other creature living on this earth, right? We are just like them. And what do you think the core purpose of any of those creatures is? The answer is probably to just exist, to live and to do what they are naturally meant to do as those animals. As humans though, we tend to overthink this. But our essence, we are no different to those animals. We were placed onto this earth like every other living thing, born as blank pieces of paper, I like to say. Just think about that for a second. We were born as blank pieces of paper, waiting to be drawn and written on. We find and create our own meaning in life through this. And the reason I say this is because, imagine a blank piece of paper, just a fresh piece of paper with nothing on it. That's what you are when you're born. You're just a blank piece of paper that can be written on. And some things will be written down in pen, right? Those are your main beliefs. Everything else might be written in pencil, because when your page gets full, you can erase some of that stuff and replace it with better things. But the things in pen will never go. I also have another, I think, easier to understand analogy, which I am going to get into. So imagine that within each of us, inside all of us, is an apple. Everyone knows what an apple is. And imagine the core of that apple, right? Just visualize a core of an apple right now. And visualize the core of that apple and just think of it representing our primary purpose, the simple, fundamental act of existing and living, right? But us as emotional and intelligent beings, just existing is not enough for us. That's where the seeds of the apple come in, because all apples have seeds. These seeds, I believe, symbolize our goals, our aspirations, the dreams, the purposes that we create for ourselves to fulfill within our life, the things we strive to achieve. Some of us might want to be doctors, some of us might want to be accountants, whatever you want to be. Some of us might want to be influencers. Those are the purposes we create for ourselves, and we use the writing on our blank piece of paper. We use the writing that we put on there to build these seeds, right? The writing on your paper is what fuels the creation of these seeds that symbolize our goals and aspirations. Then you have the flesh of the apple, the part of the apple that you actually eat, right? And this, I believe, it represents our emotions, our connections, the love, the bonds we form, the experiences we share, right? The flesh of the apple, it gives the core and the seeds their meaning. Without the flesh of the apple, the core and seeds would still exist, right? They'll still be there, but they would lack that substance that makes the journey of life enjoyable and fulfilling. They would have nothing to actually make them enjoyable, nothing to actually make them fun, nothing to actually make us want to go and do them. So, while I still believe our core purpose is to simply live, I also think as humans, it's the flesh around our core and the seeds within that gives our lives depth and meaning. The emotions we feel, the relationships we build, and the goals we chase are what make our existence more than just survival, right? They make our life worth living. hope that helps give some sort of a clarification to some people. Maybe some of you might not agree with me in that view, and that's okay, but that's my personal view on it. And I hope you enjoyed this video.